Hello, hello, and welcome back, or welcome. Today, I'm going to Cornwall, so you're going to have another Cornwall reading vlog. So, we have a family caravan in Cornwall, so we head there and basically spend some time chilling, going to the beach, going for walks, coast path walks, and reading. So I'm going with my partner. Last time we went, he got very much into his reading. He doesn't really read when we're at home, but when we go away in the caravan, he reads quite a lot. So I tend to get quite a lot of reading done because he's a bit of a slow reader, which is fine. I'm quite a fast reader. So he'll read like 30 pages and I'll read 100 pages. So, and he likes to get kind of into a book. Once he starts it and he's into it, he just has to keep reading it. So I end up feeling like I'm being somewhat kind of ignored. Even though I'm usually the reader, I end up being like, well, don't you want to speak to me? Because you haven't spoken to me for like 2 hours because you've got your head in the book. And in that time, he's read 60 pages. So yeah, I should get quite a lot of reading done because I think he's going to take some books. So I am currently deciding what books I'm going to take with me. Obviously, I'm going to go take you guys with me on the trip. Well, I mean, just kind of give you updates on my reading as we go along, really. We're going away for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night. We're coming back on Thursday. So we've got 4 nights, 5 days. And during that time, I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done. I will be taking my Kindle, and on my Kindle, I will be starting Beach House Summer by Sarah Morgan because I'm doing that as a buddy read with at Novel Natters, Lisa on Instagram. I have also downloaded How to Kill Your Family. Is that right? By Bella Mackie, because that one's been on my list for a while and I quite fancy reading that. I don't know necessarily whether I'm going to start that or not. If I do get stuck to books, I can always download anything on my Kindle, so that's fine. I'm not really sure on the physical books what I should be taking. Now, on my app I've got 4. I'm not going to read 4 books in 5 days. But, you know, we'll kind of see how we go. I'll take you through the books that I've currently chosen. We've got Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell, just because I like to read Lisa Jewell whenever I go to the caravan. I just always seem to take one with me. It says on the back, she was 15, her mother's golden girl. She had her whole life ahead of her. And then, in the blink of an eye, Ellie was gone. 10 years on, Laurel has never given up hope of finding Ellie, and then she meets a charming and charismatic stranger who sweeps her off her feet. But what really takes her breath away is when she meets his 9-year-old daughter, because his daughter is the image of Ellie. Now, all those unanswered questions that have haunted Laurel come flooding back. What really happened to Ellie, and who still has secrets to hide? I just like reading a Lisa Jewell book. The writing's quite big. It's only... oh, okay, it must have 10 pages. It's 430 pages long. It looks quite skinny. So I think that is just a good one to kind of... you know, generally they're very easy to read, so I may fly through that. I'm also going to take Solitaire by Alice Oseman because I watched the Heartstopper series. I've had this on my list for ages. This is one that I predicted that I'm going to give 5 stars. So, in a video a long time ago, and I still haven't picked it up. So we will see if I do give it 5 stars. You know, it's got very spaced out words, so I may very well read this over the whole week. Over the whole time we're away, sorry, 360 odd pages, 370 pages. Not too bad. I feel like that might be quite digestible. Oh, I haven't told you what it's about. Okay. I don't ever remember not being serious. As far as I'm concerned, I came out of the womb spouting cynicism and wishing for rain. My name is Tori Spring. I like to sleep and I like to blog. Last year I had friends. Things were very different, I guess. But now that's all over. Now there's Solitaire and Michael Holden. I don't know what Solitaire are trying to do, and I don't care about Michael Holden. I really don't. I just think it'll be good. Next, I've picked up The Soulmate Equation by Christine Lauren. I haven't had this on my shelves very long, but I just really want to read it. I think the cover is just kind of screaming to me. This one is, how long? 350 pages. I've already read the blurb quite a few times. I think it's about this woman who is struggling to get in love, blah, blah. She's raising lots of things in her, juggling lots of things in her life, and she joins a dating thing called Genetically, where they say that they basically match you up using like a DNA equation. She gets matched with the founder, I think. Yeah, the founder who she really, really doesn't like. So it's that story, you know, it's probably an enemies to lovers vibe. And I've also going to take, I'm not sure if this is the one I'll read. I'm probably going to leave this one until last, if you know, and just kind of take it if I want to pick up another one. This is The Whole Truth by Cara Hunter. I have read this before, so it'd be a reread. The 5th book in the D.I. Adam Fawley series. It's about a alleged sexual assault by a professor to a student, a woman professor to a male student. So I have read it before. It was a really good book. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if I will necessarily pick this up because the other ones I have more of a kind of desire to pick up. So I will take it. I might not read it. We will see. We will see what happens. So yeah, we're gonna head to Cornwall very late tonight. So I guess I will kind of see you. I'll probably see you tomorrow now when we're there. And just kind of update you and tell you what I've decided to pick up first. What I will be reading on the way down will be Beach House Summer by Sarah Morgan. The Kindle is much better for reading in the car. And also, you know, when it gets dark, it's much easier to see that than to read a book. So I will be reading that one first. So I'll kind of update you as we go along, take you along for the ride. It's been a whole day since I filmed a clip for this vlog, so I would say that this is already going pretty poorly. I've just not carried my camera with me, I'll be honest. So it's our first day here. We arrived really late last night. On the way yesterday, I read 26% of Beach House Summer by Sarah Morgan, which was 9 chapters. I want to say 9 chapters. So far, quite good. So far, what has it been about? There's this celebrity. Okay, yeah, you can come back in 5 minutes, yes. So what has it been about so far? So basically there's this like celebrity chef person who is in a car accident and dies, and he is with this woman. Now the story is kind of switching between 3 different perspectives. You've got the woman who was in the car with him, his ex-wife who he was married to for 20 years, and the friend of his ex-wife, or like kind of childhood friend. That is, I think, what I'm getting from their kind of background at the moment. So far very interesting. Basically the ex-wife is kind of like, who is this mystery woman? Goes and finds her and then kind of takes her and squirrels her away to a house that she has in California or something. I'm not entirely sure. But basically it's kind of like keeping away from the media because paparazzi are like all trying to follow everyone because this guy's really famous and he's died, blah blah blah. Very interesting so far. I'll be quite intrigued to see how that goes further and how it develops. It is a very big book. Like, it took me probably 2 hours worth of the journey to read 26%, which is slow for me considering it's on Kindle. I always read quicker on Kindle, so that's going okay. Today I have started solitaire. So my day to day, just to update you, this morning we woke up. It's a good start to the day. It's always a good start, solid. And went to Tesco's and got some food. Spent a ridiculous amount of money on food, so you know we've got a lot of eating to do. And then decided to go for a walk. And on the walk, we were like, oh, the weather seems all right. Shall we go out on the paddleboards? Never been out on the paddleboards before. So we came back, got ready, blew up the paddleboards, swimsuits on, and went out on those, which was very eventful. I'd never, like I say, never been out on them before. The hard and traumatic part of the experience is getting far enough out that you can actually be on the paddleboard. At one point, the wave just completely took the paddleboard, smacked. Bear in mind the paddleboard is 10 foot and I'm 5'3". It's double the height of me. The wave got it, the paddleboard went out, knocked me, so I was like bashed in the face. And then I was on my arse in the sea, felt like a right tit, and it was painful. But once you got past that point and past the crashing waves, I had a whale of a time. I just sat very still and tried to paddle myself a bit. But anyway, after that, you know, catastrophe and adventure, came back, read some of this. Also had a little bit of a walking break, so I have been out for a little walk. I'm so far at page 128. So far I'm thinking this is not going to be a 5-star. My prediction is wrong. This would have been a 5-star when I was 18, but at my age now it's not. It is good. I'm loving how kind of there's not too many words on the pages, but it's very much, I feel like I need to, when I was in school I would have enjoyed this a lot more because it's very school based, and Tori feels a lot younger than she does in kind of the Heartstopper stuff, even though this is set after that because Nick and Charlie are together in this book. I'm not really sure what the timeline is. I probably should check Alice Oseman's website to see what the timeline of her books is, but yeah, so far okay, but I don't think it's going to be a 5-star. Like I say, I'm on page 128. I probably will do a little bit more reading today, but my next update will probably be tomorrow at the end of the day when I've forgotten to record any clips of my day. We'll see. Oops. Next day, which is when I told you I would probably next be speaking to you because I didn't film anything else yesterday. Today it's a little bit overcast. We're going to head out to Perranporth. So the place that we're staying is near Padstow. We're going to have a little bit of a drive, go to Perranporth, which is like one of my favourite places. So far, so did I read any more of this after I spoke to you yesterday? I can't remember, but I finished yesterday on page 206. So I read 206 pages yesterday. This morning I've done a little bit of reading. I mean, it's already like 11 o'clock. We haven't gone out yet, we're having a lazy day. But I've read to 254, so I've read another 48 pages this morning. Again, definitely not a 5-star, definitely not. But it's quite a quick read, so that's kind of giving it some bonus points. I will be finishing this today. It is like 392 pages. So I've got 140 odd pages left to read today to finish this, which I will definitely do. I'll read some in the car on the way to Perranporth, and then maybe this afternoon, if I haven't finished it in the car, I will be finishing it when we're back at the caravan later. But yeah, so far it's alright. It's about Tori, who is Charlie's sister, if you've read the Heartstopper series. And it's just kind of about her school life stuff going on. There's this thing called solitaire, which I'm not really getting how that's relevant to the story at the moment because it's what the book is called, but it's not massively mentioned. It's like just a bit here and there, and then there's just kind of like her life goings on at the same time. So I'm not really sure how that's gonna tie in at the moment, but we'll see. You know, I guess I need to read more to find out. Can you believe I am filming my second clip of the day? I've remembered to do it today. So we actually ended up going to Newquay on the way to Perranporth. So we're in Perranporth now. If it could focus on through this window behind you, you would see the sea, but it's not. So we went to Newquay, had a little wander around. Now we went into the works. I wasn't going to pick anything up, but my other half found this book that he wanted to buy. I haven't actually looked at it. It's The Devil's Advocate by Steve Kavanagh. I've seen loads of his books around. Okay, prisoners being executed. They're not, even if they're not guilty. Okay, an innocent man faces the death penalty for the murder of a young girl. Wow, okay. Okay, so this is a thriller. He's also picked up The Wicked Sister, Karen Dion. You've been cut off from society for 15 years, shut away in a mental hospital as punishment for the terrible thing you did when you were a child. What if nothing about your past is as it seems? He likes the creepy books. I'm not about the creepy books. And now he needed me to pick up a book for him to get the 3 for £5. So I picked up The Kiss Quotient by Helen Hoang, I think that says. Heartwarming and refreshing debut novel that proves one thing: there's not enough data in the world to predict what will make your heart tick. It's high time for Stella Lane to settle down and find a husband, or so her mother tells her. This is no easy task for a wealthy, successful woman like Stella, who happens to also have Asperger's. Analysing data is easy, handling the awkwardness of one-on-one dates is hard. To overcome her lacking dating experience, Stella decides to hire a male escort to teach her how to be a good girlfriend. This could be quite funny then. Faced with mounting bills, Michael decides to use his good looks and charm to make extra cash on the side. But he has a very firm no-repeat customer policy. He's tempted to bend that rule when Stella approaches him with an unconventional proposal. Okay, that sounds like it could be quite good. And I also picked up this one is The Odd Sister. Oh, it's a bit damaged on the back. It's a Disney Tales. I can't think of what they're called. Like the short ones about the villains and stuff. This one is The Tale of the Three Witches. Lucinda, Ruby, and Martha change the fate of the villains over there. I don't know, actually. I assume that this is a Snow White tale, but I can't be sure. Oh my god. I don't know if it is actually, but it is a Disney one. I think it's a Disney one. Is it? Do you know what, actually? Now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, is this Disney? I don't think it is. Yeah, it is, at Disney Enterprises. Yeah, so, I don't actually know, but it was £2 and you can't get these that cheap. So I picked that up for £2. Now, I was also very lucky. We did a little bit of shopping in charity shops. We did some walking around charity shops. And I've been looking for Millie Johnson books because I read one of hers recently from the library. It was on my 12 challenge list and I absolutely loved it, but they're so expensive and I don't need them like brand new. So someone said to me, why don't you look in charity shops? I very rarely get to go to charity shops. So today in Newquay, well this morning, had a little look in some charity shops, and first book that I saw, a Millie Johnson book. This is The Woman in the Middle. I don't even know what it's about, so let's learn together. It cost me £1. It was in British Heart Foundation. There's quite often £1.50, so I was quite happy to get for £1. It says, Shay Bastable is the woman in the middle. She is part of the sandwich generation, caring for her parents and her children, supporting her husband Bruce, holding them all together as best as she can. But then when piece by piece, everything Shay thought of as certain in her life is taken away and disaster strikes, she has to put herself first for a change. In order to move forward with her present, Shay needs to make sense of her past, and in doing so she discovers that you have to hit rock bottom before you can safely say the only way is up. Which would be very exciting. I really enjoyed her first book, so I told Lisa at Novel Nutters, I was like, managed to get another Millie Johnson book because she said to look in charity shops, so I think she hasn't read that one either yet, so we might do a buddy read, maybe, but now we're going to have a little wander around Perranporth, one of my favourite places, my favourite place in Cornwall by far. You still can't see the sea, no. Yeah, I'm probably not going to take my camera with me. Maybe I'll film like a clip on my phone just to kind of show you. It's very grey outside, so I am pretty sure it's going to rain. It just rained a little bit on the drive between Newquay and Cornwall, so this time I'm going to have to be wearing my coat, I think. Yes, but new books. Not all mine, though. And I wouldn't have bought In the Works if it wasn't for Ashley, so we can blame him for that. So we had our little wander around Perranporth and a sit on the bar on the beach, the watering hole, which is like just the best bar that you could possibly go to. It's the only bar on the beach in the UK, I think. We had a little walk by the water in Perranporth. There's not very many shops, but there was a charity shop which I went in and I picked up this one, which is The Shelf by Holly Acton. Now this is, to me, it looks like a brand new book. Oh, the window's open, you can probably hear the bus going by. Look, the completely fine spine. There's no broken spine. I mean, completely fine spine, it's not broken. I have seen this lots, like, around before, and it's just never appealed to me. Like, the name doesn't appeal to me, the cover doesn't really do anything for me, but I read the blurb and I was like, actually, I think my mum might quite enjoy this, so I thought I might as well get it. It was £1, and then we can both read it because I think she'd like it as well. So I'll read you what it says. Amy can't believe she didn't see this coming. Well, not this. How could anyone anticipate being dumped on TV? Everyone in Amy's life seems to be getting married, having children and settling down, also Instagram tells her. She feels like she's falling behind, so when her long-term boyfriend surprises her with the dream holiday, she thinks he's going to finally pop the big question. But the dream turns into a nightmare when instead she finds herself on a set of a Big Brother-style reality TV show, The Shelf. Along with 5 other women, Amy is heartlessly dumped live on TV and must compete in a series of humiliating and obnoxious tasks in the hope of being crowned the keeper. I mean, it just sounds like a juicy concept, I think. So I have picked that one up, like I said, only £1, so it's a bargain, but that means that I've already bought a few books this month, and we're on like the 3rd of May. Which means it's not helping my TBR get down, is it, at all? No. It's very easy to buy them, and it takes a lot longer to read books, which is becoming problematic. I did read a little bit of Solitaire while we were on Perranporth Beach at the bar, but it was so cold. So, to be honest, I was far too chilly. So I've got to 287. So I've got 110 pages left to go before I finish this. So I'll definitely be finishing this today. I'm quite hungry now. It's like 5 o'clock, so I'm waiting. My partner's getting fish and chips from the chip shop. I'm just having chips because veggie life, don't eat fish. But I will be eating those. I'm reading this. That is basically going to be the rest of our day. Might watch a movie or something later, but I'll definitely be finishing this. I think my other half wants to finish his book as well, but I mean, he's got this much left to go, like my finger width, so I don't think that's happening. He might end up finishing his tomorrow, but we shall see. Third full day, and it's 6:30. I haven't filmed anything yet. No, that's a lie. I did film some clips. A clip in the bookshop. Did I do 2? I can't quite remember. You will have just seen them though. So today we've had the most active day. I went out for a trail run this morning. My first ever trail run, and also I think the most elevation I've ever done on a run. It was hard, but the whole way back was like big downhill, and that was on a little bit of road, so that was fine. And then as soon as we got back, we decided to go out on the paddle boards again, which was much more successful because the sea wasn't choppy. Well, no, it was, but the waves weren't breaking like massively near the shore, so it was easier to get out to sea. Then we were both thinking, oh, we'll do some reading, and what actually happened is that we got way too tired. So we had some food, and then decided to go into Padstow. So I actually went into Padstow to get a gin that I wanted in this gin shop, but I did take a little cheeky look in Padstow bookshop as well, but I couldn't find anything that I wanted. I think if I hadn't have already bought some books the other day, I don't even know what day that was, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Then I probably would have picked something up, but I was just thinking, oh, I've already bought like 4 books this month. I'm not going to read that many physical books this month on my TBR, so it's probably better just to not do that. Also, we're having ready meals tonight, so that's what this is. Just ignore that. I just got it out ready and popped the oven on, so yeah, pretend that's not there. It's not part of our aesthetic. I just go like this. So yeah, didn't buy anything in the bookshop, and then we came back and we were so exhausted from the morning activities. So neither of us could really read, so we decided to watch Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one, and I've never seen Pirates of the Caribbean, so I'm feeling a bit more energised now. I did read some of this. Oh, you don't even know this, do you? No? I'm completely all over the place. I finished Solitaire last night. Now, my thoughts are that, as I think I've said this already, I would have enjoyed this as a teenager, but as a adult, I don't find the same kind of buzz from it. I don't get it in the same way. I didn't really get, if you've read this book, you might be able to chat with me about this. I didn't really get how Solitaire was kind of relevant. I feel like it either needed to be more about Solitaire, which was like this, I don't even know how I would describe it. Basically, it's one of those things where like there's messages popping up everywhere, and it's like, go to this link, and then you go to this link and it's like a blog page, and they're like chatting SHIT essentially. But then there was also like so much about Tori's life, and I feel like I just wanted it to either be about Tori's life or be about Solitaire. There wasn't enough focus on Solitaire for the fact that the name, that's what the book is called, and that's what it's about. So I did give it 3 stars in the end. I'll probably unhaul it. I'll see obviously like what I think of other Alice Oseman books. It's not the best start to her novels, but that is the first book that she wrote. when she was like 17, so they might get better as they go on. I've probably not started with the best one. Then I also last night read 56 pages of And Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. This is the one where this woman's daughter goes missing, and then 10 years on, she meets a little girl who looks like so like her daughter who went missing. So I read 56 pages of that last night. So far, quite good, quite easy reading. This morning in bed I did read up to page 102 because I was awake and my boyfriend was not. So I have actually read something already today. I am going to do a little bit more reading now. Like I say, it's like 6:30. I'm going to have dinner. I will do some more reading, but I don't think I'm going to read what I wanted to today. I'll be honest, I wanted to read about 200 pages per day while I was away. So I would need to read another 150-ish. I don't really think that's going to happen because that would take me to 250, which would be about that much reading. I don't think that's going to happen to you. I think I'm probably going to get a little bit of time in now before dinner, and then we're probably going to end up watching another film again. Hey ho, that's fine. I maybe can read some of this on the way home tomorrow. I won't be leaving until like the afternoon tomorrow. We've got no rush to be back. So I might get a bit more reading done tomorrow morning. I'm not sure what we're going to do. So, you know, all is not lost at the moment. But I've still finished a whole book while I was here. If I could finish 2, that'd be amazing. But, you know, it's just been real tiring today. I've been like a real active, I don't even know what, like a real active bunny. There's loads of bunnies around the campsite and it's like the cutest thing in the world. Anyway, I'm going to get a little bit of reading done now. This is probably not the most exciting holiday vlog because I keep forgetting to film clips and to take you places. So sorry about that, but at least I'm updating you on my reading. That's the least I can do. Good morning. It is our last, no, it's not our last full day, it's our last day here. We're going home today. So we're probably going to be leaving mid-afternoon, so I might not get too much reading done today. We'll see. I might do a little bit of kind of reading on the journey home, but I'm not sure if I'll do any before we leave. Last night I did finish this, so I ended up reading like 370 something pages last night, which was mad. I just kind of got into the groove with it, and I was like, I might as well just finish this now. The other half had a movie on that I didn't want to watch. So I just thought I might as well just keep reading this. Now, I did predict like the main, there's like a couple of different kind of segments to the twist. I predicted like the main part of the twist, and excuse my voice by the way, I've not long got out of bed. I predicted like the main part of the twist, kind of some subsections, that's what I call them, of it I got wrong. Or I wasn't quite as accurate as it could have been, but it was really predictable. But I still really enjoyed it. I thought the plot was so good. The writing was really good. So I've given it 5 stars. So I'm quite impressed with this. Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. This is, yeah, 5 stars. Bit predictable, but it hasn't kind of hampered my experience of it. I think because as I was reading it, I was like, oh, I need to know whether I'm right or not. So that's kind of what spurs you to keep reading. So yeah, I might start another today. The next one I probably would do is the, what's it called? The Soulmate Equation? Is that wrong? I feel like that's the wrong name. The one with the orange cover. I can see loads of books over there and I can't see the front cover of it. Depends if I start reading anything before we start travelling back. I'm gonna go for a run this morning, and then we're going to go for a walk, and then we need to clean the caravan and everything. So to be honest, the day's probably going to run away, but I will read something on the way home. Might just be like a Kindle book or something instead, not sure. I'm back home. This has been the best reading vlog known to man. What is going on with this bit of hair? Who even knows? So, I did read on the way home. I read quite a lot. I started The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren, which I didn't actually realise is 2 authors, Christina Hobbs and Lauren Billings. I was a bit sceptical, thinking, I don't know about this in like the first 10 pages. I've managed to read all the way to page 181, which is chapter 14, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I'm like more than halfway through. Very interested, really enjoying it. I just read it while we're travelling along. I'm back home now, so this will be the end of the vlog, but I am very, very happy that I've picked this up. So I obviously, while we were away, I read 26% of Beach House Summer, I read Solitaire, I read Then She Was Gone, and then half of this. So I've done very well, considering I was only away from Sunday night. Literally went away like 6 o'clock Sunday night and came back, what day is it today? 6 o'clock on Thursday. So I've done quite well on the reading front. I feel like I've not really shown you a lot of my holiday or a lot of my a mini break, but you know, it was about the reading really, wasn't it? So it was about me updating you on how I was doing. So far, massively recommending this. I'm predicting this is probably going to be a 5-star read. Let's hope. I think my mum would quite enjoy this one as well, so I'm definitely going to lend this one to her when I finished it. Hopefully continues in the same fashion as it already has, and I enjoy the second half just as much as the first half. I really hope so. Anyway, that is the end of this reading vlog. I'm now back in Cardiff. I'm no longer in Cornwall. Sad. I wish I could have stayed, but you know, adulting. Ugh, no thanks. Thank you very much for watching this video. Happy reading, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!